weird. That was so weird. I got a phone call. So I don't know what we're going to do. Because if it was Instagram, I would have just blocked that phone call and then just kept it moving. So I don't know, YouTube. I don't know if you're going to get a love reading from me again. Yeah, because, I mean, it's so rude. Everything just paused. I didn't know what to do. I didn't panic though. So we've prayed already. I just saved that. It's there. It's just nonsense, but it's there. I prayed. I pulled 2 cards already, and let's see, the root of the problem. The root of the problem, because we're doing a love reading. Hi guys, thanks for tumbling back in. I got a phone call, ting paused, never came back. I mean, I don't know. But anyway, we're back. Root of the problem. So we got the 9 of baskets, and we got the 7 of baskets. So in traditional tarot, the root of the problem is that nine of cups is wishes fulfilled, emotional. You're almost on the brink of complete emotional fulfillment. But here's the problem with you people. You people can't believe it. You can't believe it. I remember I said in the last video, because we're gonna, hey Bella, we're gonna refer back to this the introduction video. Should we just call it the introduction video to the love reading on YouTube? You know, yeah, let's do that. Anyway, boom. So in that, I spoke about feeling very loved up and feeling very, you know, just, I guess I'm loving fearlessly. I think I'm loving fearlessly. Just in case I delete the other video, I just want to remind myself that this is Malachite. I just want to remind myself. From Sophia. Zoe. One day you're not going to meet Sophia. You're going to see why I get gassed. Anyway, I spoke about feeling all-encompassing, fearless love. Like fearless love, compassionate love. You know, when I say compassionate love, a divine masculine taught me this maybe the end of last year, end of 2020. I was with some family and there was a divine masculine there, and he said that he loved his divine feminine compassionately. He has a compassionate love for her. And I was like, oof. What's that then? What is compassionate love? Compassionate love is that love that regardless of how many mistakes are made, you know, the intention is never to hurt the other, right? So I hope in any partnership, I hope that people, I hope is not a strategy, you know, I pray that the intention is not to hurt anybody, you know, when you get into any type of ship, right? So to love compassionately is to allow others to be themselves, to make their mistakes in your presence and not run, not skip it, not bolt, not criticize, not judge. You know, love needs to be a safe space. Love needs to be a safe space. And so with the 9 of Cups coming up, this is the safe space. You are the safe space. You've created a safe space within you. So you know now at this point, like your triggers and your responses and your projection and your bullshit of, quite frankly, is no longer, it's no longer part of the ship. It's no longer on the ship, because, you know, loose lips sink ships. You love that, innit? Loose lips sink ships. So when you're not emotions, when you're not thinking before you speak, or you're allowing your emotions to overrun you, you know, when you're in your ship, then, you know, these loose lips, it's gonna sink your damn ship straight. So what's happened here is everybody's got a hold of themselves. Everybody's got themselves together emotionally, you know. They're able to give, they're able to receive, they're able to step back when need be, they're able to be there when need be, right? So because of all of this thing that's happened, because it's happened to us, um, and now we're experiencing this new. Mm? And now your cups, man, is your nine of cups. Your everything that you may have imagined, because this is an imaginal time. This is time to use your imagination. This is, remember how we manifest our lives. You know, so your imagination has brought you this far. So now you're in it. You're in your imagination. You're living. You're experiencing your imagination, and you can't fucking believe it. You can't believe it. Hey, Evelyn, you can't believe it. So there you are, confused, causing confusion, and it's coming from both parties. It's not one or the other. You know, this is coming from both parties. Nobody can really believe what the fuck. It's everybody, Evelyn. It's everybody. Don't get it twisted, yo. I remember I'm part of this bitch. I'm in this bitch with you. I'm in the ship with you. So you can't believe it. Hmm? So there you are, ready to sabotage this shit. What's the root of the problem? Nobody can believe what it is they've manifested. You can't believe it. You can't believe it, because now you're looking at all of the things that could go wrong, all of the things that went wrong in the past, all of the things that they didn't do or you didn't do, you know, or you did do, or you see, my family, my G's. This is no time for confusion. This is no time for confusion. Either you know or you don't. You know, either you're in. Listen, you know me already. But either you know or you don't. At this point, you know where your heart is and you know where it isn't. So, causing your emotions to overrun you, causing your emotions to take you over, can cause you to absolutely sabotage this whole thing. The magpie said yes. The magpie, I could hear it, said mm-hmm. What did I say about taking a... Let's refer to the introduction video for Venus Day. I said take a bath. I said if you must take a bath with some pink rose petals today. But I love that there's some herbs in here that we can use to help us to calm ourselves, to get hold of ourselves in these times of confusion. If we're still confused, you shouldn't be confused. You know what you are? You're impatient. You're not confused, you're impatient. All right, boom. Hyssop and Eleuthero. You already know it takes me a second to pronounce. So, I might as well read it, seeing as we're here. A woman with her head in a thick cloud has decided it's time to get out. So she has decided to take a spiritual bath using hyssop to bring back a state of clarity, calm, and equilibrium. Positive, visionary, realist, restored clarity, vision quest, having multiple options, people with vivid imaginations, and meditation. What did I tell you about imagination? Your imagination is the thing that is going to get you to experience in the physical. So what's going to happen is, if you sit there worrying and thinking about the worst case scenario, thinking about the past, allowing yourself to jump back into your own cycles, it's cause and effect. I told you lot to read the Kabbalion, or to get on it on YouTube. You know, the cause and effect. You are creating your reality. Never mind, and your energy is so powerful that it even can do that to others. And if we're talking about these divine partnerships, y'all are telepathic. You lot are telepathic. So if you're there worrying, you think that person can't feel that you're worrying. You're like, why? Because they're like, you're freaking the fuck out. Is why. Listen. So you have to steady your minds. Listen, you have to steady your minds. You have to steady your thoughts. You have to watch your thoughts. It's very important that we're watching our thoughts at all times. That was 2020, 2015 lessons. That there was kindergarten shit. You know what I mean? That was at the beginning when we had to learn to actually watch our thoughts. Is every thought that we are thinking really real? Is it something that we want to manifest, or is it something that we are just observing, okay, and just letting that go? Because remember what I told you, what matters to you will manifest. Does it really matter? Does it really matter? It will, if you give it your energy like that. So chill. So you're not confused, you're impatient. You're impatient. The process is the process, and it takes as long as it takes. So you decide fundamentally. We talked about compassionate love. I did in the last, that was really a deep one for me, yo. This compassionate love. Being able to just allow others to just be. And if they make a mistake, not run, not judge them, not make them feel bad. Now listen, if it affected you in some way, by all means, yes, you're supposed to speak on it. You're supposed to discuss and these things. But what you're not going to do is make somebody feel like an arsehole. Mercy. That was a theme in January, you know, where we had to show mercy. Thank you. We talked about it in my introductory video, but I'm quite happy to talk about it again. This is a wonderful invention. It's a wonderful invention. It's a woolly kaftan. I mean, I live in London. Summer here is a myth most of the time. So, you know, you could be cool and warm at the same damn time. Anyway, let's get back to shit. I forgot what the fuck I was saying now. What was I saying? Compassionate love. Not judging, allowing people to be themselves. Because the thing is mercy. Mercy. We talked about mercy in January, showing mercy. Listen, are you perfect? Because I need to ask you that question. Are you perfect? Are you? Because if you are, then of course you don't need to show mercy, because at the end of the day, you don't make any mistakes and you know exactly what the fuck you're doing at all times, and you've got it all together. So that's you. But for those of us that are not perfect, what you need to adopt at this point is mercy. You must adopt mercy. I'm not really too much on I'm not too much on the star signs: fixed, mutable, cardinal, who and who, because I don't know what they are. I understand what that means. But even still, like, fixed signs, because I know some fixed signs. My daddy was a fixed sign, and he was a Scorpio. And listen. I had to love that man compassionately. I had to love that man with some compassion. And even then, I don't think I did it right, because I didn't really understand about fixed signs, how he worked. I didn't understand it. So me, I'm a cardinal, you get me? So boy, yeah. Listen, Scorpios, fixed. Listen. So I don't really know how it works, but you must love it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter what the fuck we really are anyway. It doesn't matter fixed, cardinal, who, and what. We all deserve love. Innit? We all deserve love. The thing here is to find the right match. Find the right balance. Because really and truly, what you don't want is two fixed people or whatever. How are you going to get anywhere? You know what I mean? So it is about understanding others and yourself, and having compassion and having mercy. Having mercy. Because listen, I know how I move. Yeah, and I am grateful for the people that love me, for the mercy that they show to me. Listen, not just, maybe now I'm more advanced and, you know, I vibrate a piece higher. But in the past, way. The hardest thing was to love myself, because that's why I was like, I was surprised that other people loved me, because I was like, oh my God. But you know what? I learned to accept it all and have compassion for myself and mercy for myself, because obviously if you can't show that to yourself, you can't show that to others. You know what I mean? If you're out here judging yourself and all these things, then you can't show that to others. You know, so there should be no confusion at this point. You're impatient. You should know what you know. You should know what you know when it comes to your ships at this point. And even if you don't, even if it's these situations where you haven't met in the physical, because these types of things, these types of relationships, the ones, these divine ones, they start in the spiritual. You know what I mean? They started when you was a little kid. That's who you were looking for, straight up and down. Right? So once it manifests in your being, that's one thing. Hey Renee. But if you're still not sure on that, still continue to do those things, still continue to have compassion for yourself, still realize that your dreams, everything that you imagined your ship to be like, is about to go down. It's going down. It's already done. It's already done. All you got to do is just be patient and align yourself to experience it. That's all. That's all. I missed that question. It looked like a good one as well. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's all. That's all you have to do. You have to align yourself to experience. So if you're confused and you're scared and you're looking at your options, you're looking at the past, you're doing all these things, how are you going to experience the present? How are you going to experience the present? Because the present will always be the past. If that's all you're thinking about, you have to clear your mind. You have to come with an open mind and an open heart at all times. Yeah, the Kabbalion. That's you lot's book. That's you lot's homework until I see you lot again. It's on here on YouTube. A 7-hour long thing. It's brilliant. You know, if you want to grab a hold of yourself, get into that. Get into that. Oh, I love that you lot got the Gospel of Mary Magdalene. You lot are on it. I love it. I don't understand why that keeps leaking. It does sometimes though. It does sometimes, not all the time. It's a gift from my wife. So look, and it's got pink rose quartz, brain fog. So yeah, what was I saying? Talk about compassion, let's talk about mercy, I was talking about lots of things. I think you lot got it. Let's move on. Did you not get it? You got it, innit? So let's move on. Next question was, what does the divine feminine need at this time? What does the divine feminine need at this time? And remember, we're both. So what does our divine feminine energy need at this time? It needs to stop looking in the past. It needs to stop looking in the past. This is the death card. This is the death card. So you need to stop looking in the past. There's a few cards here. Railroad bill. Oh, because, oh, listen, it's just too fucking beautiful. It's very beautiful. So you've got to stop. This is the death card. You need to phoenix yourselves. You need to phoenix yourselves. You need to emerge as something different. Your experiences have been your experiences, be it with the person that you're in a ship with right now or the past ships that you've had. Even if you're single at this time, if you're feeling like you're going to go into something and it's going to be like it was with the other people, then guess what? It is. It's going to be exactly what it was with the unless you haven't learned the lessons. If you still got lessons to learn, it really doesn't fucking matter what you think. If you've still got lessons to learn, you're going to keep manifesting the same thing, the same energy, and the same energy until you learn that fucking lesson once and for all. So be clear, be clear. And obviously in this Mercury retrograde, there'll be things coming back, you know, people and situations that are there to teach you something. Don't always see that a Mercury retrograde rollback is something like the fuck away from me. It's not always that. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's like, welcome it in, learn the lesson that needs to be learned at that time. You know, with that person, I'm not saying, obviously you're different. You've got boundaries, you've got all these things, you've got so much different tools that you're using now. It just doesn't have to, that person cannot manipulate you, that person cannot take advantage of you. Nothing has any power over you without your permission. So yeah, the death card came up. And then, now I'm going to do it in proper order because them bones came up and I can't remember which major arcana this is. So we're going to look. We're going to look to see which one this is. And then we've got Railroad Bill, which is the Chariot. And we already know this means this shit is going to be moving fast. So what you need to do is get out of your head. And then we've got the 10 of Baskets, which is the 10 of Cups. It's the progression from the 9 of Cups. If you can hold yourself together, if you can hold yourself together and believe that the ship that you're in is the ship you've always wanted to be in, is the ship that you want to remain in, then you need to keep yourself together and get yourself out of these emotions of confusion. You're better. Let's have a look to see what this is. I didn't go to the index because I know it's in the major arcanas. I'm going through that right now. That's where I am. Boom. So ancestors. Is there anything that I want to grab from the ancestors? Meaning, every end is a new beginning. The only thing that is constant is change. The only thing that is constant is change. Kabbalion. Love that. We're nearly there, guys. We're nearly there. Them bones. Them bones is the Judgment card. What did I tell you? What did I tell you about compassionate love? What did I tell you? You've got to stop judging other people. You've got to allow people to make mistakes. You've got to have mercy. You've got to have you some mercy. Because it doesn't even matter. Like, there's no one perfect. Hey, Carol, there's no one perfect out here. So people are going to continue to make mistakes. That's how we grow. You know, look at a child. And that's what we are right now. We're children in this game. We are children in this game. Nobody is grown out. Nobody's grown out here because you've been in the age of Aquarius before. Because I know my arse ain't. I know I haven't. You know, like, you know, and if I have, I don't remember. So just lighting some rose incense, you know, let's get into it. Let's just get into the mood. Let's just create the environment. Let's create the environment. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Stop with the judgment, yo, especially on yourself. Because the thing is as well, like, as soon as you fuck up, as soon as you jump in with all of your fuckery and your old projecting your anxieties and your fears onto the other person in the ship. Listen, I forgot what I was going to say. I really proper forgot what I was going to say with the judgment. Yes, if you can't, so when you go in with all of that shit, yeah, and then after the fact, you sit by yourself, you're with yourself and you're like, what did I say that for? Why did I say that? And then your ego rocks up. It's like, you did good. And guess what? Now your ego is about to fuck you up because your ego won't allow you to apologize. Your ego won't allow you to be vulnerable. Do you see why vulnerability is very important in these ships, in love? Full stop. Period. Do you see? So, yeah, there's the judgment card for you. Shit's going to happen very fast because as soon as you can allow yourself to think of the best case scenario in Don't hate your ego, yo. Evelyn, you don't hate your ego. Have a word with it. Have a word with it. Just be like, fam, you're gonna fuck me up again. We did that the last time. We did that before. Where the fuck did it get us? Let's do something else. Have a conversation. You should be in pure dialogue with all of the aspects of yourselves at all times. That's what you need to be doing, because they're going to rock up. You need to identify them. You need to know who's who. And sometimes it's not my ego, it's my inner child. My inner child can be a motherfucker. Sometimes. She's better now. She's not so bad. She's not so bad these days, man, because, you know, like, we've had a whole makeover. You know, we've healed so much shit. She's a lot happier and calmer. But before, oh my God, the tantrums, I couldn't believe it. It'd be like, bruh, calm down. But luckily for me, in my last ship, I was able to explain myself. I was able to say, you know what? This was my inner child, or my ego just lost its fucking mind, or the fairy just banged into a tree lower. You know what I mean? Like, I used to just be able to just break my shit down, and I still can now, but there's no need, because I have the private conversations. It's not public these days. It's not too public. And when it is, I can hold myself up and be like, I fucked up. You know, and you have to let go of the outcome. Allow people to respond to you how they want to respond to you. But also remember that, you know, they themselves could be projecting some shit. So again, allow the dust to settle. Remember what I said to you, loose lips sink ships. I love it. I got it from a film called Uptown Saturday Night, Sidney Poitier and Bill Cosby. Give yourself a laugh this weekend. Loose lips sink ships. So watch your mouth. You know, especially when you're dealing with your divine, watch your mouth. How dare you? Watch your mouth. All right, boom. So that's what the divine feminine needs. She needs to watch it now. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. I mean, are they playing with you? Not at all. Not one bit. They're not playing with you. So watch your mouth, divine feminine. And as soon as you do, and you put a death to your fears, the things that the past, you need to stay in the moment. That's all you got, really. You know, let your imagination do what it do. But remember to stay in the moment. Allow things to unfold naturally. Allow things to unfold organically without you trying to manipulate or to push the process quicker. Push the process quicker, because this bitch, as soon as you grab a hold of yourself, this thing's going to move very, very quickly. And you better know what it is you want. What if, I'm just saying, what if you got pregnant? Are you ready for that? What if homegirl or homeboy pops question, asks you to, are you ready for that? These are the questions. I'm telling you, shit's going to happen very fucking fast. I already told you that there's new souls that want to come through, but they only want to come through the collective. Why is there a baby? Stop it. Listen, they only want to come through the collective, and it does look like a scary baby, but remember, we're ancestors returned. All of us, we're ancestors returned. So just make sure you are very clear about what it is that you want, what it is that you have, what's the word, imagined. When it comes to fruition, are you ready? Is that what you really wanted? Be clear. Is that the person you really wanted? Be clear. Because you know what? I told you already, the 8-8 Lionsgate is your lock-in date. Is that your final motherfucking answer? Because if it isn't, then you're gone. Know about it. You're gonna learn. You're just stuck in that cycle for a hot minute. So, you know, you better know this is a time to be very, very clear. Divine feminine, this is a time to be very clear, because it's promised. You should know. Don't watch the nails. You should know. I did a couple hairs. You should know by now where your heart is. Who has that? You should know. You should know. You should definitely know. And as soon as you stop with the fuckery, with the self sabotaging thoughts and all of this stuff, I know that's not the word I wanted to say, but you know what I mean in it. As soon as you stop with all of that, wahala, Ten of Cups is promised. This is already there. This is already there, but you just got to believe it. You just got to believe it. Let's see what the Divine Masculine energy needs at this time. See what the Divine Masculine energy needs. I mean, I was in the mood. Boy, he needs protection. He got the Three of Sticks. And the Three of Sticks is basically the Three of Wands. He's Divine Masculine is being very calculated at this time. He's being very careful at this time. I like the Divine Feminine, who's just all over the place, it seems. They're out here judging, out here looking in the past. Divine Masculine is actually looking to the future. And the Divine Masculine looks like is actually looking to see, you know, what his next, or her, you know how we do, you know what it is, or they, I mean, whatever. What the next move is. That's what they are, that's what they're contemplating, but they're also seeking protection as they go through, because you got to remember, if you're dealing with divine energies at this point, if we're dealing with G energy at this point, then the level of attack that's coming for you at this time, and that's not to scare you. This is, all of this is to strengthen up your spiritual muscles, so that you can choose. How are you going to know who you are without tests? How are you going to know who the fuck you are? So, you know, this is next level shit. This is next level shit at this point. And the Divine Masculine needs to be able to not only protect himself, but also to protect the Divine Feminine at this time, as she continues to evolve and to grow in her G energy. It's very simple. It's very fucking simple. So I just want to see if there's any top tips in the sticks. Give us some sticks energy. But yeah, that's that for the Three of Sticks. Wow. It says he wears a cape of kudzu, leaves for protection against any malefic spirits, as he contemplates. Positive meaning: improving finances, watch out now, travel, exploration, becoming a leader. Do we love it? Because I love it. Seeing the big picture. And what was this eclipse and new moon all about? Wasn't it about seeing things from a higher perspective, seeing the bigger picture? Didn't we speak about that? And so look, like, whether they will want to do it or they don't want to do it, the universe said, you're doing it. So embarking on a quest, expansion, feeling free and uninhibited, visionary, power moves, reaping the rewards for hard work and receiving potentially game-changing advice. Listen, Divine Masculine. Yes, I'm here for it all. So, and this is you as well within your Divine Masculine energy. This is how you're moving too. You know, this is how you're moving too. So, I mean, it's looking all right. Everything's about watching your thoughts, man. Keeping your shit together. Staying calm. What was the next question? Let me just make sure that I'm asking the question correctly. So I don't want to, you know, I don't want to paraphrase too much because disrespect. How do we go about making a compromise and then the final outcome? So let's look about how we go about making a compromise. How do we go about making a compromise? Other than everybody watching their thoughts and not manifesting bullshit again. I mean, because it's up to us. It's up to us. Hey, freaking TV. Ooh, there we go. Eight of Swords. How do we go about making a compromise? We get the fuck out of our heads and get out of our self-imposed prisons that we have created for ourselves out of fucking fear, out of the past, out of the shit that happened to us before. How's that going to happen? Again, if you are now a G. How's that going to happen if you're a G right now? It's not. It's not. So that's how you make a compromise. Everybody needs to get out of their head, And obviously, you know, again, we're in this Mercury retrograde, so it's not helping. But it doesn't control us. And we're aware of it. It's not like it's happening to us like unawares, subconsciously. We're aware of these things that are going on within the cosmos. So all we got to do is work with it. Just work with it, you know, review yourself. If you feel like you're falling back into old patterns, old ways of being, just have a word with yourself. Have a word with yourself. And take yourself out. You're a fucking G at this point. You're a G. So really and truly, you're not going to fuck it up, and neither is your other. Final outcome. Can we have the final outcome, please? Final outcome. We're going to pull some romance angels because we love it. There's way too many cards. Look, it's just too many damn cards. I just don't want to read them all. So let's have a look at the final outcome. Okay, we got 2. Woo! 3. Got the Strength cards. Now, should I tell you why I love these cards? I mean, first of all, I told you about the 888 Lion's Gate. The 88 Lion's Gate. I told you about this too. You're going to lock in your reality. And you're going to need strength and courage and, what was the word? Perseverance and patience. Perseverance and patience in this thing. Perseverance and patience. Now that you've, in anything that you're doing, you're going to need perseverance and patience, especially as everything unfolds in the new. Everything is new to us at this point. I was going to say to me, but if it's me, then it's you. If it's you, then it's me. So everything's new. So we're going to need perseverance. We're going to need patience. And we're also going to know that we are fearless in this bitch. We don't do fear anymore. We're not going to allow fear to dictate to us anymore in any area of our existence. That's just what it is. And if your courage hasn't been tested in these times right now, and you haven't shown yourself that you are a motherfucking G, in the words of Jill Scott, if that hasn't shown you, then I don't know what will. You're here. And most of you are thriving because of this place. Thriving because you have decided not to be fearful anymore. You have decided to take a hold of yourself. You are courageous in this bitch. And I'm proud of you. And then we got the, look at me, you know I love it. Then we got the 9 of Sticks. This final outcome. We need to consult with the ancestors. We need to listen. A very, very beautiful, because I love the divine masculine so much as I love the divine feminine. But you know, I love to hear from them. And when they speak, I really do listen. And one divine masculine said to me, which I can't remember now because wait, 9 of said that 1 + 1 = 3. I was like, what? 1 + 1 = 3. Hey, Kylie, what does that? What the fuck do you mean? And they were like, you got 1, and then you've got the plus, which is an entity in itself, and then you've got a 1. So the plus to me is the divine. You can't do nothing in this thing. If this is a divine connection, then you must bring the divine into your connection. I like it. If this is a divine connection, then you must bring the divine into your connection. That's the only way you're going to work this. Your ancestors and your guides and your angels and your Orisha and your guardians have got you. So if you are confused, you shouldn't be fucking confused at this point. If you're confused, then that's who you need to consult. That's who you need to come true with. Because really nothing has any power over you without your permission. Because your 9 is cocked and ready. You got the Bible in your hand. You got your little your little mojo something with all of your bits and pieces inside there. Don't fuck about with you. Don't fuck about with you. So really, this is not even a space where you can even be fearful. You can't be fearful. You got everything you need. You got courage. You got your ancestors, and you got the divine. Listen, and then we got the fire, the free man. I don't know who he is, because you know this is a new deck. So some of these I still don't. I'm not sure, but he's definitely a major arcana. Definitely a major arcana. Let's see where he is, though. Let's see where he is. Let's hope that I'm going in the right direction. This incense smells beautiful. It smells so lovely. Rose. So look. So the strength card. Let's just see if there's anything that I missed that that's very important bits. This is what I'm saying to you. So with the strength card, this is what it said. Are you strong enough to be compassionate? Because we talked about compassionate love right at the beginning, didn't we? Are you strong enough to be compassionate? It moved me as well that I mentioned it in my last reading. Are you strong enough to be compassionate? What else you got? These juicy gems here. What we got? What we got? Says brute force or bluntness will backfire now. Be careful. Loose lips sink ships. Loose lips sink ships. What else? Don't give up. You can do it. Reject any attempt someone is making to intimidate you. Stop complaining. There will always be setbacks no matter what you're trying to do. It's time to get solution-based. Take a chill pill. Do we love it? Do we love it? Final outcome. So I'm still looking for the free man. Don't know what he is. Don't know what he is. I'm doing my head in. Sorry, I'm doing my own head in. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, right at the beginning, because it took so long, because it's the Fool. It's the Fool card. It's, you know, we're right back at the beginning start point. So there is no past to look for. There is nothing to look back on. This is a completely new beginning. You just have to be there with your faith and your vision. You know what it is that you want. You know what it is that you've manifested. Why would you manifest the same bullshit unless you're on the same bullshit? It's the only way you can do it. It's the only way you can do that. So the Fool is telling you to just take that chance, yo. You see him just stepping off the bridge with his little pack light. You ain't bringing no baggage with him. You ain't bringing no baggage with him. I just want to see what it says. You see, it says, what is the best thing that could happen if things go your way? What is the best thing that could happen if things go your way? Here we go. What is the worst thing that could happen if they don't? Can you live without ever knowing? Can you live without ever knowing? Really? Have you received an opportunity that you've fantasized about but are afraid to take? Your imagination. So now your imagination is rocked up. What are you going to do? You're scared. The fuck? Come on. Where are you headed? Are you really that deep? Are you really a free spirit? Or are you just a jerk or a rebel without a cause? Listen, that's another thing as well. That is very, very important point. Are you really a free spirit? Yes, I am. I run with wolves. You hear me now? I like to be free. I don't like nobody telling me what the fuck to do. I don't like it. I just don't like it. So here's what the thing is. We belong to the world. You divine collective, you belong to the fucking world. Your contribution benefits the world. So while you're out here trying to cuff and trying to hold and possess, nothing belongs to you. Nothing belongs to you. Nothing ever will. It's just your time. That was $, Thai $. I'm sorry. The song just came in your head. It's your turn. It's your turn. It's your turn, baby. It's your turn. It's just your turn. It's just your turn to be happy, to experience true, compassionate, unconditional love. It's your turn. Let's pull these romance angels. Let's pull these romance angels. You better claim it, you lot. Claim that. Claim it. It's just your turn. It's your turn. I love this reading. It was lovely. And it wasn't too long. Because my readings were getting longer and longer and longer. I'm like, listen. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. So, a bit hungry now as well. I'm ready. Ready. Because it's your turn, it's your turn, it's your turn, baby. It's just your turn, it's your turn, it's your turn, baby. Nothing don't belong to you. I can't remember the words. But it says nothing don't belong to you. It's just your turn. It's just your turn. Yes, this is your soulmate. It's just your turn. Either you know or you don't know. At this point, you should know, man. You should know where this lies, what this beats for, what this gets butterflies for, what this still gets gassed for. You should know. You should fucking know. Listen. Okay, boom. Yay, Kylie. Shout out to Queen Cup. Shout out to Destiny always. All day, every day. Love her, man. Love her. I mean, I'm going to get my shit together because I should holler at her and see when we can do this joint thing that she wants to do. Be excited. I'm ready. All right, bomb. But you gotta love yourself first. You gotta be the person that you want to be, that you want to attract. But at the same time, I told you, compassionate love. You have to be compassionate to yourself. You have to be non-judgmental to yourself. And you have to watch your fucking mouth. You have to watch your mouth. Loose lips sink ships. Loose lips sink ships. Get out your confusion. Why are you confused? Why are you confused? Love yourself first. Love yourself first. That's what the romance angels said. Do you want one more? Let me know. Do you want one more? I don't know what else to tell you. It says your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So the thing is as well, like I said, you've learned to put down boundaries. You've learned to be the best version of yourself. You've learned to be, so therefore, if you know your boundaries as well, you're not going to let no one step over them, you know, because then otherwise you're going to end up back in that toxic cycle, you know, that you're afraid, the same toxic cycle that you're afraid of manifesting back. If you don't stay in your boundaries, stay in your G energy, then listen, that's what you're going to do. So that's not what we're trying to do. I'm telling you, my phone's been, hey Hawkeye, my phone's been acting the fucking fool. Ringing and I can't see who's ringing, can't phone no one back. So I'm actually grateful that we haven't had any problems or disturbances other than the fact that, you know, the phone rang in the last video. I'm just going to leave it there. It's like an introduction to why I love Fridays and why it's Venus Day and why it's it's my favourite day to pull myself back together. It's my favourite day to love myself. Oh, look at that. Look at that. It's my favourite day to love on myself. So even if I've kind of dropped off during the week or whatever, come Friday, we're not playing. We're not playing. We're lighting pink candles. We're lighting rose incense. We're wearing pink or gold because Oshun. Or yellow. We're getting into it. We're drinking water with pink crystals in it. The fuck? What do you mean? We're getting into it. We're getting into baths with pink rose petals and glitter and all this shit. Like, listen, Venus Day is your day, people, and you know, it's one of the best days to really get into your imagination, to really pull out what it is that you want from your ship, your love ship. It's the best day. Just keep an open mind. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. It's true. It's very true. I'm not gonna lie. It's true. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. The only thing you can do is control yourself. You can't control the person. The person, you can't control the process. So all you got to do is just flow in it. You just flow. I mean, this is for everybody, whether you're live-ins, whether you're casual, not casual, but you know what I mean, the way that we move sometimes in these divine partnerships. You know, whether you're doing what you're doing, whether you are still waiting for that to come through, you know, you have to just stay in control of yourself, control your thoughts, control what comes out of your mouth. Please, please, because you don't want to be eating humble pie. It's not sexy. Oh, can you imagine taking a bath in a rose quartz bath? I mean, I can imagine it. I will imagine it. And when I get it, I'm gonna do a reading from it. I will do a reading from it. You think it's a joke? Listen. So boom, let's pull one goddess as a guidance card, and then I'm out. And then I'm out. You lot have been the best, man. I've been really enjoyed myself here. I mean, I'm gonna get used to doing, allow myself to transition from Instagram to YouTube in all the readings that I do. But at the moment, you know, I'm still gonna run back there because I love playing music. They do ban me, but not immediately. Not immediately. They do leave it up there for some months, and then after that, who's watching it? Who cares if it's gone? So there. Let's get this goddess card, and then we can move, and then we can have a lovely bath with rose petals. You can put rose quartz in your bath as well. You can put this big chunk. I'm going to put it in the bath as well. Why not? Why not? Yeah. Oof. These cards always take forever. My Insta name is Mama D Tarot. I think it's mama.dee.tarot. I think that's what it is. If not, it's somewhere like that. Somewhere like that. Something like that. I'm also going to soon let you know when I'm going to be opening up for private readings. That's coming very soon in July. And I told you lot in my introduction video that I'm going to be rebranding all of my products. And so I'll be trying to flog them to you too. Why not? Sure. We're here. We're here. We're here. I made these amazing, oh my God. Should I tell you? I should. The only reason don't want to is because I haven't got one. I can see them over there, but I don't want to get up. I made these smudge sticks, feminine, for the divine feminine. I mean, divine masculine, you know I love you, innit? But these ones are especially for the divine feminine, and I added rose petals. They're all wrapped up with red string. I added red and orange rose petals and dragon's blood. I did a little once over because I wanted to try it before I told you lot, because I was like, I don't know what it's going to do. So I wanted to try it before I told you lot about it, but it was divine. It was divine. I had it as soon as I got out of my bath yesterday, and just saged my body and my yoni and all these things. It was lovely. And as I did it, as I was doing it, I was just, oh, the smell. I slept like a baby. So when I woke up and I was hearing everybody talking about the eclipse, you know, I didn't sleep. I slept 8 solid hours. I didn't move. I didn't even turn. Sorry, these are taking so long. Yeah, so they're gonna be for sale very, very soon. I'm gonna see if I can. I love it. Bastet. I'm gonna see if I can make another batch of, I don't know what, sage sticks. Maybe I should make some for the divine masculine, in it, because I've made those for the divine feminine. Maybe, yes, because the lunar eclipse I made those, and then the solar eclipse I'm gonna make something for the divine masculine. Yes, thank you. That's what I'm gonna do, and then I'm just gonna flog the whole thing to you lot. All right, let's read this Bastet. We love Bastet so much. And again, I told you 88 Lionsgate, but Bastet, 88's Lionsgate, because she was also Sekhmet. She was also Sekhmet, and she's going to be running that energy, you know, that dark goddess energy. But they changed her into Bastet. And Bastet is the mother energy, the ultimate mother energy. And as we step into Cancer season, I mean, I know we're not there. We've still got a few weeks of Gemini, but you know I disrespect Gemini already. It's like I bounce over it because Gemini, yo, you know, and it, again, you know, that twin energy, that duality energy, it's a great thing, but Gemini is, yo, let's get into this. Bast or Bastet or Pasht with Egyptian god was the Egyptian goddess who appeared in cat form. The Egyptians highly revered cats. The word for cat, Mao, was also denoted light and was cognate with the word for mother. The cat is a lunar animal and also a solar animal, representing the power of the sun as reflected in nature. Since the cat is an earth animal, Bast is also an earth mother goddess, a giver of life and abundance. Do we love it? I mean, we love it so much already. In touch with her wild instinctual nature, because we're free spirits. Remember, we told you, we belong to the world. In touch with her wild instinctual nature, she also is a protector of women during childbirth. And I told you these new souls want to be coming through, these divine partners. I told you, like a cat, she is fiercely independent and belongs to no one but herself. Bast is one of the most joyful goddesses. Her elaborate festivals in the town of Babustis were renowned for their joyful dancing. Joyful dancing, because it's the season, I told you lot. Embodying a cat's gentler aspects. Bast is a personification of life and fruitfulness, the quintessential life-affirming mother. She reminds us to be playful and relaxed like a cat and to find... She reminds us to be playful and relaxed like a cat and find occasions to celebrate life. She said, take a chill pill, man. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy the process. It's not that deep anymore. Because when it was deep, we didn't know who the fuck we were. Do you get that? You didn't know who you was when it started. It was all a mad. It was all fucking mad, wasn't it? But now you know who the fuck you are. You know who what you're doing. You know yourself. You know yourself. You are more than capable of loving on yourself. You are more than capable of giving yourself all of the love and the validation and the bigging up that you need. So you don't really need anybody else to do that shit for you. But when you first got into this shit, that's how you used to move, innit? So boom. At this point, man, at this point, you are in a state of joy. You should be in a state of joy. First of all, you made it this far. This has not been for the faint-hearted. Look how many didn't make it. Look how many did not make it. I mean, they said it was for one reason, but I mean, I have my suspicions. But look how many didn't fucking make it, but you're here. So you should be enjoying yourself. You should be manifesting the best possible outcome. You should be manifesting the best possible outcome. You know, whatever it is that annoys you and you don't like about the person that gets this fluttered, it's you. Remember I told you. Remember I told you. Just accept that part of you. Accept it. Because that's the only reason it keeps showing up. That's why it's annoying the fuck out of you anyway. Because it's you. But once you realise that it is you, then you're just kind of like, oh, okay, let's just carry on. Let's just carry on. Let's just carry on. I'm so happy so much recently. Well, wait, I'm so happy so much recently. So much better. I needed this reminder. I love it. 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 I'm so grateful and honoured to serve y'all. And I'd like to thank Mother, Father, God. I'd like to thank my Orishas, my angels, my guides, my ancestors, and my guardians for helping me give you this awesome message. I mean, it was long enough, so I don't need to recap. And plus you got an introduction. I'm just leaving it there. It's all wild. I'm just leaving it there. I wonder how it finished. God. Anyway, I love you guys so much. And on this Love Venus day, just have a lot of love in your heart, man. Just chill the fuck out. You know, it's not that deep anymore. It's not that fucking deep anymore. You should be having a good time. And if you're not having a good time with the person in your ship, get the fuck out. And go and find somebody else to have a good time with. It's not that deep. You should not be in a state of confusion. All right, I'm out. I love you lot so much. I love you lot. And my woolly kaftan. I mean, a genius fucking invention. I love you lot. Bye.